Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we'll be talking about AWS Data Sync. So, Amazon provided AWS Data Sync is a secure online service that automates and accelerates moving data between on-premises and AWS, like storage services. And you can transfer data between on-premises and AWS, and also data between AWS storage services, and you can transfer data between AWS and other locations. And whenever you transfer the data, you will be getting into the picture that the security. So securely discover and migrate your data to AWS with end-to-end security. So it will be including as data encryption and data integration and validation. So data sync will be a simplify migration planning and reduce expensive on-premises data movements costs with a fully managed service that seamlessly scales as data loads increase. So it will be a rapid migrate file and object data to the cloud for data retrieval or archival or replication. So you can quickly move file and object data to AWS, and your data is secure within flight encryption and end-to-end data validation. And you can protect your data with securely with storage services like S3 storage class, and you can archive your cold data like Glacier archive storage classes, and you can manage your hybrid data workflows as well with critical hybrid workflows. And to deploy and start a data sync agent virtual machine on an on-premises or Amazon EC2, so you need a agent like this. AWS Data Sync will be using the AWS Manager service, and you need to have a data sync agent between your source location and the target location where you want to migrate actual data. So in this case, we are using AWS to AWS. So inside the AWS, we are moving from one location to a different location using different kinds of services. I am using the source location is an Amazon S3 bucket, and the target location is an EFS, which is a Elastic Distributed File System. So I'm using a data sync agent to communicate between source location and target location using the AWS Data Sync Manager services. So first we want to get into the console, and we need to create Amazon S3 bucket, and after that we need to create an EFS within VPC, and you need to create one data sync agent, and it should be communicating with AWS Data Sync, which is a manager services. So let's get back to the console and achieve this. So let me go to S3. I'm in Mumbai region, so I need to create a bucket in Mumbai region. So let me create one bucket. I can name it as source bucket S3 Mumbai. So that's it. Create a bucket, and my bucket is created. So you can see my bucket has no objects inside that. So let me go back to VPC, and I need to create a isolated environment for my Elastic file system. So let me create a VPC. I'll go with my name, Tarun VPC, and I'll go for 10.80 series, and I'll go for two subnets, two availability zones, and two public subnets, and zero private subnets. I don't want any private subnets. And here I'm doing this video in public environment, so you can consider as no NAT gateways, no VPC endpoints. So that's it. You can see the architecture diagram here. So one route table and one network connections, internet gateway, create. So let me see my VPC, which is created, and this is my VPC 10.80 series. Let me go back to EFS and create a Elastic file system here. So these are the file systems which are previously used, so I don't want to use this. So let me create a file system here, and I want to go for customize section and target EFS data sync. So this is my option name. So I'll go for the file system type as regional, and I don't want any automatic backups, and I don't want any lifecycle management. I don't want any transitions, no encryptions. So if you want to use encryption for your complicated data, so confidential data, you can use this data encryption using KMS. You can create a AWS KMS key, customer manager key, and you can use AWS KMS key as a default also. And throughput, I'll go for default options and elastic recommended. And next, so choose my VPC, and I'll go for two subnets, which is my public subnets, and these are the security groups. So I need to create one security group which is to allow inbound and outbound rules. Let me create a security group here. Create a security group. Allow all for data sync. And choose your own VPC, and I'm allowing all traffic to my VPC and order page, and let's allow all. And my security group has been created, so copy the security group ID, and you need to refresh the console. Let me give the name target data sync, and no backups, no transition, no frequent access, no encryptions. So you can go with the option as provision, like you need to estimate your workloads like terabytes or petabytes of data, so you can pay the throughput for faster recommendations. And choose your VPC, and this is my allow all data sync security group. Choose this, and this is 1B subnet. And post creation of elastic file system, you can add mount targets as well, so no need to worry about that after creation, and leave it as it is, and create a elastic file system. So you can see here it is creating. So till the time we will create a data sync agent. So go to data sync console. So we have achieved on creating S3 and EFS distributed file system, and we need to create data sync console. We need to communicate with the data sync agent. So this is the data sync console, and you need to go here agent section and create a agent. So in this case I'm using Amazon EC2. So endpoint is public service endpoint, and you need to give the agent IP address. For this you need to go in the console section. If you want launch a test EC2 instance, you can do it, and in this case I'm using Cloud Shell, so I don't have any files. So to get your AMA for an is AWS region for the data sync agent, so you need to copy paste this command. So my region is AP-south-1. So whenever you click enter, you'll get the AMA ID, and copy this AMA ID. So this is the data sync agent where it will communicate with the S3 and EFS with the data sync AWS managed console. So we need to launch the data sync agent here in the EC2 section. So let me go back to EC2. Launch EC2. So here I'm giving data sync agent EC2, and browse for more AMIs. You need to paste this AMI we have copy paste copied here. You need to paste it and click on enter, and you can see here there is only one community AMI, which is AWS Data Sync 2.0, and it is going for GP2 storage, and this is from Amazon alias owner, and you need to choose this, and I'll go for T2 micro, and I'll go for create a new key pair, data sync key pair, and edit the network settings. You choose your own UPC, and I'll go for 1 year availability zone, and I need to choose enable public IPs. Why? Because I'm choosing internet gateway for this server, and select existing security group. I have allowed data sync, and anything is fine, GP3 or GP2. So I recommend GP3 to cost optimization, and you can have the attach the instance roles also. So let me create a new IAM profile. So I'm giving admin access. So this is my EC2 hyphen SSM hyphen door for data sync, and the role is created. You need to refresh here and paste this role, and you can see here role, and that's it. If you want any other options to be termination protection should be on or stop protection, you can use this, and launch insert instance, and here you go. We have launched one data sync agent. So we have created S3, and we have launched data sync agent in EC2 environment and isolated VPC, and we have created EFS, and this is my data sync agent which is communicating to data sync AWS management console. So let me give the public IP here. So it will ask the agent address to communicate with the data sync AWS managed data sync. So here it is saying that we need to give the IP address. So click on the get key. Let's wait for some time. Still my instance state is in running, and in status check is in initializing. So I'll get the page as license page. So you can see here service endpoint activation key. So this is my activation key. So where you need to copy paste this activation key here, and the agent address is 3.11.94.111, and I'll go for data sync agent name, and that's it. Create a agent, and my data sync agent has been created. So now we need to upload one file to S3, and you need to see here EFS as whether it is mounted properly or not. So for that we need to mount the EFS to any EC2 instance. So here I am using Cloud Shell to mount it. So you can see here there is no mount points where it is attached like EFS. So let me attach this mount path, and click on file system, and you need to see here click attach. You can go with permanent mounting or like temporary mounting also. I'll go for, let me check the FS tab here. So there is no any mount points, so I'll go for FS tab entry for temporary mounting. copy the IP address of this IP. So this is the IP. Let me paste it in the notepad for any mismatches, and it is NFS4 utility and mounting as EFS drive, and I'll go for defaults. So this is NFS mounting path to be attached, and paste it here. So I'm giving improper the command, and I'm giving tab for any space issues. Defaults 00 is for disk dumping, and defaults is and NFS4 is the file system, and /EFS is a directory. So let me create the file. So you can see here I have mounted my EFS file system to slash, and /EFS is my directory, and NFS4 is my file system, and defaults is a section, and 0 is for disk dumping and bonding errors. And so this file, let me check the file. So you can see here 10.80 is attached, and I have not created any folder cd slash, so there is no EFS here. Okay, yeah, EFS we need to create, and you can see here EFS has been created here, so you need to mount this. So you can see here there is no mount points, so when I hit mount hyphen a, it will be attached, and let me check that. So let me check at first step entries, and let me mount it. So from Cloud Shell it is taking longer time expected. So let me launch a EC2 instance and mounted the NFS directly to a EC2 instance rather than using Cloud Shell. So it is taking longer time. Let me download this, and let me launch a EC2 instance. Latest EC2 instance mount NFS enter to my page enough, and I'll go for keep it as data sync. Edit your network settings and launch your VPC. We'll go for 1 year and enable security group. Choose the security group, and that's it. Launch it. Let me log into this machine. Using putty. And this is my keybay as converted to PPK, and logging as EC2 user. So you can see here there is no EFS mount point, so let me add this. So my EFS is /EFS, so series slash, you can see here, and /EFS is there. So let me verify whether it is mounted it or not. So I can see here 10.80 is mounted to /EFS, and let me go back to the diagram. So this is my EFS where we have created elastic file system, and the same region as well, and the same region with a high availability 2 subnets, and you can edit the elastic file system whatever you want, like adding the options. And we need to create a data sync. We have done that, and we need to uh, we need to create a source location, and we need to create a target location for identifying the data between these two transfers using the data sync agent. So let me go back to data sync agent console, and let me create a location, and the source location is S3, and this is my bucket as a standard, and I'll click as auto generate role, and this is my role. You can see here. Let me take the data sync S3 bucket access source is the role. Let me go back to the IAM, and let me check the work permissions of this role. So this is the role which is created now, and you can see the permissions of this role. So it is having everything: put object, delete object, everything is having, but there is no elastic file system permissions. So I'm giving administrator access, and create a location, and we have created a source location, and you need to create a target location for this, and EFS file system location. EFS file system as this target EFS data sync, and mount was subdirectory of the selector file system. There is no subdirectory in my selector file system, and you can choose any subnet, and this is a security group, and you can go for transition encryption like any TLS or anything, and create a location, and you can see here the locations are being created, and go to agent section, and now create a task. So it is asking for the source location, so we are going with a source as S3 location, and the target is for EFS. And as per the architecture diagram, this is the data sync console where you need to create source location and target locations, and integration with the data sync agent. So let me create a data from means a choose an existing location is S3 bucket. So this is my S3 bucket, this is a source location, you can see here, and the next one is an existing location which is target location. The target it is asking as a destination, and next moving one file. So let me create one file here and upload some files into the S3 bucket. And I'll create one file here, the same data sync commands. So this is the file I have uploaded, and it is exceeded. So let me copy this file to EFS, so using data sync. So you can see here, go to cd/EFS. So there is no files here, so let me watch this. Every 2 seconds you can see the ls here, and creating task 1, I'll name it as, and contents to SAN, everything. You can choose like specific files if you want to particularly specific any files to migrate, and transfer only data that has changed, or transfer all data, verify only the data transfer, or verify all the data in the destination. I'll go for verify only the data transfer, and you can use set bandwidth limits, and you can use ownership permissions, timestamps, and no schedule. I don't want to any frequency, and report type is none. I don't want to any get reportings, and I don't want to send logs to CloudWatch, and click on next. And you can see here the warning like it won't be any logs to be published in the CloudWatch. So the task has been created from the source location as S3 and the target location as AFS is at a data sync in the console. You can see here the task. The source location is this and the destination location. You can see all these things. And let me start with defaults and see the execution details. So you can see here execution status is launching. So every 2 seconds you can get the window. This is still launching. It is in running state. The status. You can see the performance of the, like if you want to transfer big like petabytes terabytes data files, so it will go as a compression format and your data will be migrated to source to target. So it is scanning everything, so it will take some time. So you can keep deleted files or copy permissions or copy timestamps, so you can go ahead. There's no logging here. So now it is saying that launching. Let's wait for a few minutes. You can see here execution status is in success. So it was started at 12:43 and it was started at 12:43 and 54 seconds, and duration is 3 seconds, so it is taking a long time. So while launching and while data transferring, and you can see here data transfer 126 bytes and files transfer is 2, so it will copy the metadata files also, and data throughput is 52.43 bytes per second, and the compression rate is 31%, and the files are welfare as 2, and files are deleted 0. File throughput is 0.83 files file per second. And let me verify in the elastic file system which is mounted in the server. So you can see here data sync steps.txt, and let me stop this. You can verify this ls. So this is my file where I have written some steps, and to choose the agent AMA for your AWS agent, this is the command where you want to get the AMA ID for your particular region. So this has been done from uploading to S3 and choosing the data sync agent. So this is the way you need to do the data sync while doing the data transfer migrations, and not only it will help to your like from on-premises to AWS. So it will transfer the data between AWS storage services, and it will transfer data between AWS and other locations as well. So you no need to worry about the security and the integrity. So validation will be taken care, and the encryption, the best AWS is recommending best practitioner to enable the encryption while you are creating locations or creating agents. So this is where you need to get into deep dive. So I'm not going with any encryption in this video. So that's it, guys. Hope we have achieved this data sync migration from S3 to EFS using data sync AWS managed data sync using data sync agent, and we have transferred one file from datasync steps.txt to EFS. So you can see here it has been done, and the task history also you can see here 3 seconds it has been done. Yeah, that's it guys. Thanks for watching my video. Hope it was helpful for you, and please do like, share and subscribe for more videos. Thank you. Bye bye.